This week, I'd like to take a couple minutes and talk about some historic legislation. First is the CHIPS and Science Act, which will invest hundreds of billions of dollars in the domestic production of semiconductors and microchips. This bill will lower the cost of goods. It'll make cars, dishwashers, computers, and more cheaper. It'll create high-paying manufacturing jobs around the country and strengthen our industries of the future. It'll improve our supply chains and national security because we'll be able to make these critical technologies at home. And it includes important guardrails to ensure these dollars are invested here in America. This is exactly what we need to grow our economy right now. Next is the Honoring Our Pact Act, which we've been working on in the House Veterans Affairs Committee since I got to Congress. This bill will help us honor our responsibility to the service members who've risked their health and lives for our freedom. The bill covers the full range of issues impacting toxic exposed veterans' access to earned benefits and care, and it will open up access to VA healthcare to 3.5 million post-9/11 combat veterans who are potentially exposed to deadly toxins. Finally, the biggest bill of all. The Inflation Reduction Act is an historic piece of legislation to lower costs for working families for everything from healthcare and prescription drugs to energy, all while reducing the deficit by $300 billion. This bill lowers healthcare premiums for millions of people who rely on the Affordable Care Act, saving on average about $800 a year. It's going to help families afford their medications by finally requiring Medicare to negotiate prices for prescription drugs and capping insulin costs at $35 per month for Medicare beneficiaries. It's also going to lower energy costs, strengthen our clean energy independence, and reduce greenhouse gas emissions roughly 40% by 2030. The bill makes these investments by finally requiring the largest corporations to pay their fair share in taxes. Also, and this is really important, there are no new taxes on any family making $400,000 or less, and no new taxes on small businesses. To sum things up, this bill is going to improve the lives of millions of Americans by lowering costs and combating climate change. So with that, it's been one heck of a week for our agenda in Congress, and it wouldn't have been possible without your continued support and advocacy. And with your help, we're going to keep building on this progress, and we'll also keep the 49th. Thanks, everybody.